part of what makes this music really special to me is the deep connections that run through this band.
Like, wow, you know, it just felt so free and so, you know, so connected. It was some really magical moments based on our individual or collective connections with one another.
Immediately I felt that it will be a special.
I'm so fortunate to have been able to record this new album with some of my very favorite musicians. Laszlo Gardony on piano, Yoron Israel on the drums, John Lockwood on bass, and special guest Elena McIntyre on vocals. You know, Laszlo and I go way back. Over the years, he has been anything from my teacher to my mentor to now my musical collaborator. We share a deep musical and personal connection. And then Yoron and John have, of course, been playing with Laszlo, recording with Laszlo for 20 plus years at this point. And when I first performed with them, I felt an immediate connection. We were actually playing Laszlo's music at the time, but I felt this constant possibility to dance. Our special guest, Elena McIntyre on vocals, you know, Elena to me has a really, really special voice, a voice that I was attracted to right away when I first heard her sing. Since then, it's been a number of years and we've been exploring together, almost creating a new instrument out of the unison between her voice and the flute, sort of exploring this color together.
Christian's music is deceiving at times. It always appears to be quite complex, but usually at a later date on listening back, I get this feeling as a listener that there's almost like a certain simplicity to it. It has a beautiful melancholy, melodic quality, almost dreamlike in a way, and it intrigues me how these two qualities can kind of coexist.
I felt there was a sense of almost like a live feeling, like a live performance. It felt so natural, you know, even though, you know, these rhythms are moving in a complex way, it's still, you know, we just know each other so well that, you know, that kind of dance can happen.
The album title, The Middle of Life, actually came to me on the airplane back from Boston, where we recorded the music, to San Francisco, as I was listening back to the title track. It was like a sort of subconscious, subliminal message through the music, and suddenly it was clear to me what this was all about. You know, for those of us who are at the midpoint of our lives, it's such an interesting place to be, because we can, on the one hand, look back at all the life that we've already lived, but we can also, hopefully, still look ahead to a pretty significant amount of life to live going forward. And so it gives you this opportunity to really become aware of the value of life.
Middle of Life, that song is kind of the sum total of the connection between all of us and the way that those intimate relationships played out musically.
It became a perfect piece in terms of emotion, artistry, and musicality. And once you see those things come together, then you feel really great as a musician, and also you feel really great as just a human being.
What's really important to me in my music is color. And so on this new album, The Middle of Life, we try to have all these different colors through the different pieces that we play. For example, I use, you know, 3 different flutes. I use the normal flute, I use an alto flute, which I love dearly, but also on one solo improvisation, the Lament for Ukraine, I use this incredible African bamboo instrument. It's called the tambin. It's a native flute from Western Africa. And we also then put together the voice and the flute in different ways, and I even whistle part of the time. So to me, it's all about colors and different angles at looking at this music.
I think for me, as much as for Christian as well, it is very important that our music provides solace, joy, and sort of a friendship to the listener. So the listener feels that this music is there to comfort them, to give them joy, to be their friend.
There's this wonderful Japanese haiku by a Buddhist priest by the name of Kobayashi Issa. It goes something like this. So the world of dew is a world of dew, and yet, and yet. And to me, this little haiku just encapsulates so perfectly this awareness of, on the one hand, there's the wisdom of we're just a drop of dew in the arc of time and we shouldn't attach to this life. But on the other hand, it's just so meaningful and beautiful, and yet, and yet. So maybe that's what this collection of music really is about. It's about a deeper awareness, awareness of ourselves, of the connections among us, and of the state of the world. And hopefully a call to action to make the world a better place. I'm so grateful that this came together. You know, COVID was such an interesting time for us musicians, and the opportunity to get together with these wonderful musicians and be able to create this during the COVID period was really, really meaningful to me. And so I really want to thank, Laszlo, John, Yoron, Elena, as well as François Zalakin from Sunnyside Records for continuing to believe in my music. Thank you, guys.